Hello and welcome to the final episode for the first weekend of Stock Pick Speedrun Series 2. I nearly fooled you, didn't I? I'm Matt, and this is being done on the weekend of December 11th, 2021. If you, dear viewer, are unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video's description for an explanation and also a disclaimer as to its content. So, let's get going. Oh! I don't know what this is, but they had a rough Friday. Holy crap. Alright, well, you know what? Actually, no. No, they didn't. This chart made it seem like they did, but you know what? Scale matters. And you can say, oh, wow, look at this massive downtrend all day. There's no bottom to this. Oops, I accidentally clicked the chart. But when you really think about it, the scale here is just, what, 30 cents? Actually, not even, like 20 cents. So that's not really much to be sad about. If you're, if you have this. Let's see. Okay. Rough start to December. They recovered a little bit and then slid down. That's fine. Kind of flat for 6 months. Huh. What's with that May drop off? What if I can find articles from back in May? Because something happened. And again, scale matters here. Like, this looks like a huge cliff, right? But we're talking from 18.5 down to 15.5. Like, it's honestly not that big. What is that? Maybe 20%. Not even, like, maybe 20%, 15%, something like that. So I'm not really all that concerned about that. Although it would be nice to know. Okay, these earning charts are kind of weird. Something suspicious here. I'm not trusting this information Yahoo is handing me. I want to find an article about its last earnings report. Stock dividend, they do have a dividend. Okay, that's not bad. Where is last earnings report? Oh, I'm only to the last month of articles. Okay, so long as I'm here, I should read about it. Oh, real estate investment trust. Invest in residential mortgage pass-through securities. Not too sure what it is. That might be a good research item for Section 2. Or Phase 2, rather. For what the principal interest payments are guaranteed by the United States government-sponsored enterprise or by the United States government agency. It funds its investments primarily through collateralized borrowings. Wow, this sounds... I don't know, but when you start talking about, government-sponsored and things like, restructurings of financial arrangements, I don't know. I can see that being almost like a red flag. Let's see. Invest, topped quarter 3 net spread and dollar roll. Tell me all about that, Zax, because these numbers can't be right. Net spread and dollar roll income per share of 75 cents. Dollar income surpassing the estimate reported figure however declined from a year ago. Net interest income. So I see income of 443 million. That is revenue, I assume. I don't see profit anywhere. Huh. I mean, it's very possible they have margins this good. That's not entirely out of the question. If you're just sitting there and collecting rents or interest, that's not entirely... I mean, it's still kind of suspicious, but that's not entirely out of the question. Although, it would be nice to know kind of how this business makes money. That's going to be a little more for the Section 2, for Phase 2. I don't know. There's not really much else that I want to see here. Well, actually, you know what? Yes, there is. I want to go back and look at May. If I can head back that far. What it is? December now. May would be 8 or so months ago, right? 7 months ago? All the way back from pandemic setbacks. Where is the monthly dividend? Stock moves minus... Really just 0.32%? No, I'm looking for a bigger drop than that. Actually, what does this article have to say? When was this published? June. Most recent trading day at 1860. What about this one? That's from April. I actually don't know. Maybe that was just a generally rocky time for the markets. I honestly don't remember. It's been a long year. It's been a long couple of years. I think everyone can agree with that statement. All right, let's see here. Let's see what people think. I kind of want to know what people think as far as this one goes, because this one is a little bit of a mystery, kind of a black box, to be honest. I don't know why I gotta reload this sometimes. Yahoo is not cooperating. Okay, why are you yelling at me, bud? Why is this necessary? As a matter of fact, that is this, right? AGNC traded over 1 million shares in after-hours trading yesterday. Really? Why? In my opinion, AGNC was the buyer of 900,000 shares with their $1 billion share repurchase program. They have a share repurchase program right now? Ooh, that's a good sign. Huge decrease in box value. Can anyone explain what this means? Forward dividend yield. I mean, I get $9 if I buy $100 worth of shares at 15. Yeah, is a monthly dividend of 0.12 cents. Yeah. Yeah, this is not... You know, I think I understand what this guy is saying. I think he thinks that this dividend yield is monthly, which it's not. The dividend yields that you see, at least in Yahoo, and I think most other places, is always expressed in yearly. So you get $1.44 per share per year, not per no. Well, actually, is that the math that works out that he was thinking of? $100 worth of shares at 15. That'll give you... Yeah, 12 cents per share per month. I mean, $9 sounds right with that, because with 100... Okay, you know what? I'm getting sidetracked doing the math for this person who can't even spell their name. Okay, what did I want to do? I wanted to... AGNC investment. Business model. Internally managed real estate investment. We invest... Actually, I can go straight to their website. I did not mean to open a new window, but sure, whatever. So, right from their own website, they say they are an internally managed real estate investment trust. They invest predominantly in agency mortgage-backed securities. What is that? Investopedia is a fantastic resource. Agency is the purchase of mortgage-backed securities issued by government-sponsored enterprises such as Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Ginnie Mae, the latter of which is a wholly owned government corporation. Wow, this entire sentence makes me very uneasy. I'm getting 2008 vibes. I'm getting 2008 vibes. In fact, it calls that out in the next sentence. This term is most commonly used in reference to the U.S. Federal Reserve's $1.25 trillion program to purchase agency MBS, which commenced on January 5th, 2009, and was completed on March to mitigate the effects of blah, blah, blah. So is that still going, then? How are they doing that now? Has that resumed? Remember the collateralized borrowing structure is repurchase agreements. I only have 5 seconds left. I would really like to know what some of this stuff is. I might, maybe I'll go back into that after I've made my decision, just to research that a little bit. But what is my decision? I honestly don't know. I will say that I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go with the cop-out option. I'm gonna have to go with the cop-out option of hold. I don't really know what to make of this one. Yeah. I'm also kind of going with that option because I want to get back. So I want to get back to researching some of that stuff, but I need to hold myself, you know, because I'm on a timer. I can't go back and look at materials to make a decision after time is up. Them's the rules. But if I make a decision, then I'm allowed to go back and do whatever I want. So yeah, I officially gave this a hold. However, now I want to go back and actually do a little more research to get a better understanding of this, just for myself and perhaps you, the viewer, also. Common practice, history of history of purchases. Ooh, you know what? Look at this. So yeah, up top it said that it was put in place because of the 2008 financial crisis, and it commenced in 2010. However, it was revived for COVID. Fed resurrected many of the financial bailout measures that it had instituted during the 2008 financial crisis, including QE, special lending facilities, agency MBS purchases. On March 23rd, 2020, Central Bank announced its intent to purchase unlimited Jeez. So it says it commenced on March 2020. I'm kind of assuming it hasn't stopped. It's not over yet. Otherwise, this article here would have called it out. You know, whenever you start talking about, you know, government guarantees and bailouts and mortgages, those kinds of things, like this combination of sentences right here, really this whole article should make people nervous. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it calls it out right here. It was restarted in March 2020 and is apparently still ongoing. So when is it when is it going? Okay, I have two questions. When is it going to stop? And when it does stop, what happens to this company? When it does stop, what happens to this company? Because this is their predominant investment. We invest predominantly in agency mortgage. Okay, well, what happens when that stops being offered? What happens when the government, and God knows if this is ever going to happen, but what about when the government says, okay, you know what, COVID's over, you know, we're not going to offer this anymore because, you know, everything's fine and peachy and, you know, sun's shining. What happens to these? What happens to this company? In fact, how old is this company? Did this company stand up only recently? This company stood up in 2008. Oh, wow. Well, that's when they went public, at least. When were they founded? 2008. They were founded in 2008. To take advantage of the agency MBSs that were being offered back in the financial crisis of 2008. And then they were doing it again during 2020 and 2021. What was this company doing in the interim? There is 10 years of time where you don't really see the share price tanking, but what were they investing in at that point? Just their other investments? So they have the mortgage-backed securities. I'm gonna parse this as a list. So mortgage-backed securities, item 1. financed primarily through... Oh, wait, that's how they finance them. Principal investment objectives. It doesn't even list anything else! Alright, you know what? I think I've done some extra homework, enough extra homework here. Honestly, based on what I'm seeing, if I had time to look at this and parse this and understand this, before I had made that hold decision, I probably would have made it a sell. I mean, it's officially hold on the record now because them's the rules, but if I had time to parse this and read this, I probably would have made it a sell just because I have an unanswered question of when this opportunity is closed again, when this program is completed, what happens? And what were you do you go back to what you were doing between 2008 and 2010? What the hell was that? There's no mention of that. Do you just sit around? Do you just sit around and wait for financial crises to happen and then you jump on these MBSs? If so, your share price should have skyrocketed, not dropped when COVID happened, because now you can have a revenue stream again. There's a lot of stuff here that doesn't make sense, and well, not that it doesn't make sense. No, it makes sense. It's that there's a lot of missing pieces to this puzzle, and I don't have the time or the patience to go through them all in this video. If you are watching this and you are interested in this company, I would greatly encourage you to go out and research the answers to these questions that I have posed yourself. Feel free to share what you found with fellow viewers by leaving a comment if you'd like. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I will see y'all in the next one.